Please put your hands together for Jon Silverman!
Thank you.
This guy's funny.
Give it up for our host, Megan, please. So, my girlfriend and I like to get really fucked up and mess with Siri. And when I mean fucked up, what I really mean specifically is to get high beyond, considerable responsibility. And we ask her questions, run-of-the-mill questions like, "We're gonna get some weed. Why doesn't Daddy love me? And where can I find that one-legged Russian prostitute?" The normal questions, right? And we never get the answers that we want from her. So, she's not going to help us find a one-legged Russian prostitute, unfortunately. So we tell her to go fuck herself and jump off a bridge. Now, she responds by giving us the number for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. My girlfriend thinks that that's really cute. I say, "No, fuck you, Siri. I want to fucking put a shotgun in your mouth and blow your fucking brains out, you asshole." And she responds with, "Here's the number for the National Gun Violence Hotline. And I'll get you first, asshole." I used to live in Budapest, Hungary. I know there's at least one Hungarian in this room. Any other Hungarians? No? Okay, that's fine. And me and my friends, we opened a cafe, and we were really clever, we thought. We called it Foreplay. Now, the fortunate thing about calling it Foreplay is that in Budapest and Hungary, they're not very good with English, so they didn't know what that meant. What we didn't know, though, was that, besides the fact that we serve the best coffees, teas, the best fucking poppy seed muffins you've ever had in your entire life. Trust me. We didn't know that there was another place in Budapest called Foreplay, with the number 4. And it was a strip club that catered exclusively to foreigners and expatriates. Not that I would know a fucking thing about that. Right, babe? And so we would have a lot of people coming into the cafe, and they'd open the door, and they'd have this sort of surprised, confused, most assuredly disappointed look on their face. And I figured out that they weren't really looking for poppy seed muffins, but rather a stripper called Poppy. Very disappointed. So I'll tell you another story about my time in Budapest. Palinka, it's a brandy, Hungarian brandy.
Woo!
All the locals tell you to drink it. What they don't tell you is that it is the fiber 1 of booze. So I'm fucked up one night in Budapest, and I had a lot of palinka. And I found myself in front of the Turkish restaurant that I used to frequent, and my mom called me, as she frequently did. And I'm standing in front of the window ordering food for 4 people. Hungarian friend number 1, what would you like? Number 2, number 3. There's nobody else there, it's just all for me. All the food is fucking for me. But my mom doesn't know that. So I'm sitting with her on the phone, talking, gorging myself. It's extra spicy, because fuck it, I'm hammered. And I get up to leave the restaurant, and I just stop in my tracks. Fuck. Mom. Fuck. And she's not really surprised, because this wasn't the first, nor the second, nor the third time that I shat myself while on the phone with my mother. And like I said, we were really, really close. And I told her everything. So I get on a trolley bus all the way in the back. My hope is that I can get somewhere because I'm not walking anywhere with shit running down my leg. Go right in the back, window open, hoping that will work. It doesn't fucking work. Okay, we got some old ladies, old nannies, as I called them back then. They would come, with their hands over their face, fucking disgusting. They would drop tissues on the seat right as they're walking out of the fucking trolley bus, and they would say things under their breath in Hungarian like, "What a dirty gypsy." This is why the European Union is suffering. Because of this dirty, boobish gypsy. And in my head, I was saying, well, I'm a fucking American, so the joke's on you, motherfucker, but I decided to just keep that to myself at that moment. I want to finish up here tonight with a story. I happen to think that, they, whoever the fuck they are, say that the high divorce rate is a bad thing. I beg to fucking differ, because the more divorce you have, the more step-parents there are to do things with. And one of those things happened with me and my first step-parent. His name was George. Anyone a Knicks fan here?
Woo!
Only one fucking Knicks fan? How about Nets? Any Nets fans in here? Nobody likes basketball? What are you doing in New York? Anyway, my stepdad was a dentist for the Knicks, and my very first game when I was a young child, he took me back to the locker room. Very great experience. Never been to a locker room before. Never saw men, giants, of this size and multicolors and everything, just walking around, prancing around. And basically, everyone was wearing a short towel. And on the towel, like on the side of their leg, there was like this gun situation, like strapped to their leg here. Looked like Han Solo's blaster from Star Wars. And, you know, I'm young, that's the only thing that I know that it looks like. And so I'm kind of looking around like, this is dangerous. Looks like everyone has a gun strapped to their leg. So I'm very precarious, like George takes me over to LJ, Larry Johnson, number 2. Famous 4-point play, nobody knows about that because nobody fucking likes basketball here. And so I see Larry Johnson, he's got his leg up on the locker room bench there, and I see the gun, the blaster, underneath the towel a little bit. And I yank on my stepfather's shirt and I say, George, we have to leave here now. Everyone has a gun strapped to their leg and I'm really scared. And he taps me on the head and he says, fuckhead, you should know at 10 years old what a big black cock looks like. They strap it to their legs so they can flop around during the game. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night.
Oh my God, I feel like I didn't even know that. That's a lot of